San Francisco's toughest nail detective inspector is back. This time, Dirty Harry Callahan takes on the Magnum Force, a group of renegade cops responsible for the killing spree of some of the most ruthless, untouchable criminals in the city. Will Harry take down the men responsible, or will he be caught in their tangled web of corruption? Sorry about that. I got a little carried away there.
Man's got to know his limitations.
So one of the interesting things about Magnum Force is it's a follow-up to a great film, which, of course, the way that it ended, seemed like they were just going to do a one-off. But, of course, the box office was great, so what do? Make another one. But, guys, this is another instance where an old film that is lengthy actually moves at a great pace. Lots of suspense, lots of action in it, of course. Clint Eastwood is fantastic again as Dirty Harry Callahan. And the thing about it is that this story was really interesting, again, because of the original take that they had on it. Last instance, you had Harry going against a serial killer, a dude on rampage and on the loose. But in this instance, he's actually going against renegade cops, which is funny. And that's the biggest draw about this, is because people consider Dirty Harry to be dirty, crossing lines, having disregard for any common decency. Basically, the argument of police brutality comes up.
You heroes have killed a dozen people this week. What are you gonna do next week? Kill a dozen more?
So the thing is that when you watch this film and see him going against the Magnum Force, the renegade cops and everything, you're seeing him basically against a trifold mirror, looking at what he is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from becoming. Sure did he give up his moral code? Because that's what the whole thing is about, is Harry is the hero of these films, so he's not 100% polished, but he has some type of moral code to a certain degree that he just doesn't want to break and everything.
Mind if I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What does a girl have to do to go to bed with you?
Other than that, the film, in a couple instances, jumps the shark, definitely because of the bigger budget, I'm sure, and just because of the kind of grandiose nature of these movies. Once one is successful, when it's a small budget, they raise it up, and then they do some crazy shit, like having him pretend to be a pilot.
Excuse me, Captain. I know this may sound silly, but can you fly?
Nope. Never had a lesson.
And that's one of the crazy things about this film. I didn't think I would see as many people that I recognized from other different films and series and TV shows across, my life that I had enjoyed. You had David Soul, freaking Hutch of Starsky and Hutch, the TV show. You had Hal Holbrook, who's been in a million different things, but I distinctively remember him from Men of Honor. Tim Matheson of many different things, but around this time he would do Animal House. Then, of course, you had Felton Perry, who is Johnson from freaking RoboCop, hello! And then Robert Urich, who I believe was on the SWAT TV show that was out way back when. So this was a star-studded cast for back in the day, and it's pretty awesome to see that it was a diverse cast of different people that kind of went on to do many different things that were relevant pop culture-wise. So kudos to the movie. As a follow-up, Magnum Force was another thriller-minute entry in the series and a great follow-up to Dirty Harry. Even though it was longer and it actually had a little bit more of a tongue-in-cheek nature in some scenarios, of course, this one was really awesome, again, for the fact that you saw Harry basically fighting himself, or what he could possibly be if he crossed way too many lines. And honestly, I feel like this keeps the momentum going to the point where I even say that this as well is 4 out of 5 stars, just like the original. And I highly recommend it, again, if you like Dirty Harry, if you're a Clint Eastwood fan, if you're a fan of cop movies, action movies, or some, 70s cinema. This is definitely something that you should put on your radar. But overall, guys, that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. And if you are subbed, make sure you hit that bell button. That way you never miss a moment of my content. But overall, guys, as always, I'm Jay. So until the next one, take care and bye.